Well, hello one and hello all. You join us on a quickie of Ghosts of Boyfriends Past.
Yep, it's quick, it's little, it's tiny.
Short and sweet, like my co-host, Elizabeth Best, sitting over there.
I'm sure you've said that before, but I like it every time.
And I'm lanky and miserable Tom Harris. Hello one, hello all. Now, today's quickie is stories themed. Those of you smart enough to have figured out how to use a computer have written in stories for us. We read them back to you rather than have a guest in. Or they have to fly to Brisbane or get into the studio for a main episode. We cram them into a stories-driven quickie. So over to you, Elizabeth, to take us away.
Yeah, I've got a few grouped that of a similar topic, so I've grouped them together. So this is stories of people who've shot their shot. Like, you know when people say shoot your shot, but shot their shot is past tense. It just sounds weird. People who have...
They took their shot.
They took their shot about asking someone out and had varying levels of success.
Good.
So this one, I was out with friends at a bar and we met a couple of attractive guys. My friend was clearly interested in one of them and I found the other pretty cute. And they started telling us about themselves. And I'm into the one that says he's from Brazil. Now, I don't know what came over me, but the next thing I knew, I said to him, I've never made out with a Brazilian before. He had an excited, shocked look on his face. He grabbed my hand. We went out the back behind the bar and started making out. We hung out a few times after that, but nothing more. It was still such a fun time and a fun story. It's not the only time that I've shot my shot, but it was probably the most blunt, bold experience that I've had.
Good on you.
That's gutsy.
I like it. And it's a good line as well. I've never kissed insert ethnicity or nationality here. Yeah, it's pretty not bad. Yeah. And you can reuse that. Should you meet another handsome Brazilian man, he doesn't know about the first, so you just recycle that line. It's green.
Exactly. All right, here's another one. I met a guy at a friend's wedding last year and we really hit it off. I'm talking similar interests, same sense of humor, literally the male version of myself. We danced the entire night away and he would wait in line with me at the bar so that I wasn't alone. About a week or two later, I messaged him attempting to shoot my shot, but I only got boring one-word responses from him in return. I was so disappointed and confused because it seemed so obvious that the feeling was mutual. I later found out from the friend that in the time it took for me to make the decision to make a move, he'd started seeing someone else.
Oh, what?
They're no longer together, but I'm just too embarrassed to reach out a second time.
Oh, I kind of wanted to. I mean, they read and understand the situation, but
I know.
No. You reckon?
I know. I've got one more for you. I contemplated doing it for a week or so and then I finally worked up the courage to ask my crush out on a random Tuesday. I told him that I liked him and he was pretty surprised. He gently apologized and said I was a very nice person. However, his feelings weren't on the same page. But then he went on to say that he wasn't saying no to me personally, just saying no to the idea of dating anyone because he was emotionally recovering from his toxic ex. Very mature. He gave me a hug and thanked me for telling him and being honest, and I thanked him for closure. And even though I was technically rejected, he did not make me feel like a loser about it, which was really great. We still talk and nothing is awkward at all.
Oh, there you go.
Communication, mature response on both ends. Like you tried, it didn't work, but that's okay.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Wow. Well, thank you, Liz. I'll take the lead. This one's made me chuckle because of dogs. We both love dogs, so I thought that it would be a good idea to meet up and walk our dogs together.
Cute, yep.
I really wish that I'd left my dog at home, though, as he was an absolute nightmare. He jumped up on my date straight away, getting mud all over her trousers. He got into a fight with another dog, and then he decided to roll in fox poo.
You're getting cock-blocked by a dog.
That's where the dog... but you get home afterwards, and you're talking to your dog. Come on, if you had behaved, that date would have gone a whole lot better. It's your fault.
Do you not want a sugar daddy or a sugar mummy?
This one made me a little sad because it's a bit mean-spirited,
right.
But they have to be shared. I had, talking about a date, I had one guy bring his entire office to our first date because they had an office pool going on about how it would go and didn't trust him to be honest.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh no.
we were sitting-
That's like a she's all that bet kind of experience.
It's
like
horrible behavior. If anyone think you're mimicking this, don't. We were sitting at a table in the dining room and I noticed a bunch of people perched around the bar watching us. I was working at a research center for war and genocide at the time.
wow.
And I guess enough people at the office thought I would be super depressing.
Well, no, because I reckon you'd have to be the opposite to work in a place
These
like that.
clearly aren't the sharpest tools we are dealing with, Elizabeth. And I guess enough people at the office thought I'd be super depressing, so they made an office pool March Madness style. I found out about it because I made some sort of inappropriate joke, and he followed up his laugh with, "You're about to lose a bunch of people in my office a bunch of money." I made it about 30
What,
minutes.
because he liked her or because that went poorly and she'd done the wrong
No,
thing?
I think because she made a joke and everyone assumed she was a stick in the mud or depressing or something. I made it about 30 minutes until he started pointing out specific people in the bar and telling me what sort of plans he was going to make with them for us some many months in advance. So he's going around, yeah, I work with them and they're over there, yeah.
No.
I went into the bathroom, called my roommate, and had her come get me.
Yep.
Haven't online dated since. What a
Wise choice. What a
terrible,
tosspot.
dreadful.
You don't make a bet about somebody and you certainly don't bring spectators. This is not sport. It's people's fucking lives.
So all in all, very bad behavior there. This one doesn't get much better, but it's a little funny, I suppose. Went on a date with a handsome, smart, funny guy who was getting his PhD in mechanical engineering.
Ooh.
We had a fantastic time, ... though he did get a little awkward with his humor at times. Reader, that's just mechanical, that's just engineers, don't you worry.
I'm sorry, that's just humans.
Yes. Normally, I don't kiss on the first date, but I had such a nice time. So when he walked me back to my car and went in for the kiss, I reciprocated. Holy fucking ouch. Terrible. Couldn't get away.
Oh.
I made up some half-assed excuse. I gotta go let the dog out, and left.
Out, but how does a kiss get to ouch?
It was just force, I suppose. The next morning, I woke up with a bruised lip. 5 days...
That's assault.
5 days later, I went to the ER, sicker than I've ever been. Turned out I had mono and strep throat.
Oh.
I wrote him a text apologizing, saying that he might want to go to the doctor. His response, lol, I had that. He gave it to me. I'm not going to apologize, dear readers, because if I had to read that, you all have to hear it as well. So,
What a fuck stain.
yeah.
Sorry. That makes me so mad.
You, sir, are a fuck stain.
Yeah, well, I was trying to think douche canoe, fuck stains.
They're
more
all
aggressive.
good.
Yeah.
They're all good.
That's just selfish. That's just like, especially, I don't know if that was in times of COVID, but even not in times of COVID, if you know you're sick, don't make other people sick.
Yes, don't be so casual about your health. All right, one more, and then we'll get out
Oh, I
of here.
feel like we're spoiled this one.
Oh, come on. Give the people what
This
they
is
want.
a slightly longer quickie, you guys, taking it low and slow.
Now, I realized that I had fallen madly in love with him completely by accident. So I broke up with my boyfriend so I could be with him.
Oh,
He was thrilled with this, and we spent a couple absolutely blissful weeks together where we sang love songs to each other, cooked meals together, danced like crazy, watched old Disney movies, developed hilarious inside jokes, complimented each other every few minutes. He was so wonderfully happy, I was so wonderfully happy, and everyone around us thought we were an amazing couple.
but
Those were a couple of the happiest weeks of my life. Fast forward another 2 weeks, and he realizes he's not in a position where he can commit to a serious relationship.
Oh, because he was love bombing you.
Feels too young, feels like he wants to explore the world, scared of commitment, etc.
Get out.
He decides he'll try to push aside the doubts because he thinks I'm amazing and that we have something really special going on. We kiss like we're in the movies and everything is great again. 1 week later, the doubts are back. Because 1 week later, the doubts are back, and I can't handle always being afraid he'll end it at any minute, so we end it and go back to being friends.
Smart.
Except that I'm still madly in love with him, but secretly.
Dude, you are a bummer this episode.
We don't have to give advice on these story-driven quickies.
No,
There's
but
advice.
my advice would be
no-
cut him out of your life.
Yes.
You can't be friends with someone that you've dated until you don't have feelings for them anymore. It
Yes.
doesn't work.
It-
That you can anything that you do at that time is pretending to be friends with them, because if you're secretly still in love with them, you're not their friend.
And it hurts,
Yep.
Rita.
Don't
it
hurt your own
always,
heart.
always hurts having to sort of let someone go. But in the long run, it's going to be it's
Like,
gonna
what
be
if they
bad
date
for
someone
you.
in front of you? That's going to feel shit.
But we're giving advice now, and that's for our questions
No,
themed
the lawyers have told
quickies.
me I'm doing the wrong thing.
No,
Gotta stop.
This was Tom Harris and Elizabeth Best on Ghosts of Boyfriends Past, one of our quickie minisodes, story driven. Thank you for listening, everyone. Send in your stories, send in your responses to advice.
Even
anything.
if they're only 2 sentences long,
Yes.
we can deal with a setup and a punchline, and that's it. That's amazing.
That's right. Send them in to ghostsofboyfriendspast at gmail.com.
In
Some
fact,
of you.
give us your shortest bad date story.
yeah.
I want the quickest turnaround
How
for the quickie.
also, check your junk mails.
Yes,
those of you at home,
please. I'm still I'm not on the phone, but I'm still trying to. They're like, we don't know what's wrong, and yet consistently every single one of our emails is going into people's junk. So check your junk if you have written in to us.
Yes.
That's junk mail, not actual junk, but also check your junk because that's important too.
That's it from us. We'll see you on a main episode next week. And good luck, everyone. Just good luck out there.
Yeah.